Good morning, happy Wednesday. I just had a life-altering event. Could have been a life-altering event. You know how when you swallow something and it just sits there, causing intense pain, going nowhere? That's what happened. I chewed up my vitamins and I swallowed them, but they just sat there. And so I couldn't talk or do anything. I could breathe, but it was very scary there for a minute. Not scary, just annoying, you know. Anyway, here I am. It's Wednesday morning. Today is the places you'll go, and I went to Arizona State University, so I am forever a Sun Devil. It was either wear your favorite college colors or dress as a future career. So that is what I did. That was neat. I just put that everywhere but inside. Well, it went inside too. Today is a short day with kids. I honestly have no idea what I'm supposed to do after that. Am I taking a class? I don't think so. Are we having a staff meeting? Also not sure. So it will be a surprise when I get there what I'm doing. But that's fine. I like a good surprise. Yesterday we finished our practice test. The STAR test. Practice, all of it's apparently practice for the big test. So that is what we did yesterday. And the reading version. Yay, that one opened just so nicely. Today I am going to start a writing practice. I have the drones one that I've been yammering on about for weeks now, a couple weeks, that I still would like to get to. However, when I brought home the passage so I could do a close activity, so we could just kind of do one like completely all together for formatting, I went on, I found that I only had one article, and I think there are two. So, oops, yep. So I went on the ADE website and our Department of Education website and pulled the practice writing, both for third because it is opinion writing and fourth because it is informational writing. And we are going to work on those. Hold please. I'm just covered in all things, powder and water right now. So what I mean by pulled, I'm a mess. Here we are. I pulled and I just snipped and pasted the prompts onto paper because I want to impress upon them that you need to start on paper. So we're gonna take, these are the two articles that this was third grade opinion. Which project in your community do you think would be the best? This is the writing prompt. So we're gonna go through it, highlight how to know what to do with all of this information, and then we'll start a rough draft. Also have the fourth grade. They have, now remember these people are 9 and 10. Here's the writing prompt for fourth grade. Here is passage 1 that they are reading. Passage 2 or source 2 that they are reading. And source 3 that they are reading. And then they are responding to those in writing in a multi-paragraph essay. So that's what we're gonna start today. Then I also have a bunch of other writing things that we'll just kind of, do in the background. I also found this that I liked. I think I've used it. I know I've used it lots of times. I think I've shown it here. It's the Literacy in Focus, and it's just a good rough outline, simple for opinion writing. So it doesn't go into the explanation of the reason like in a Reyes kind of format, but we can get there from here. And then I also pulled from CFCI class. Oh, clutter-free. There we go. I'm like, I don't recognize this. Clutter-free classroom. I bought a huge bundle one time, like a growing bundle, and there's all kinds of writing prompts, and then she goes through and there is the topic sentence, the detail one elaboration, editing, all the things. So I have these to do for the next, for the foreseeable future. Let's just face it. No, we have one more week and 2 days because tomorrow is a field trip. So 7 days. So we'll get 1 or 2 of these done. Anyway, it is 6:37. Yes, 6:37. I had to stop and choke for a while. So it's fine. I got there yesterday at like 5 after 7. It felt so weird, but guess what? We all lived and it was fine. And I got my stuff done. So I worked last night. I graded a few late assignments that were turned in, entered those into the grade book, and finished a couple books. I'll tell you about those later. I gotta go. I'll see you soon. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Happy field trip day. I hope everything goes well. It's very stressful to take 50 children anywhere. There will be 3 teachers. Our 4th teacher is gonna hang back. And then we also have an assistant. So we will be fine. It's just moderately stressful. But we are in a park and it is very, what am I trying to say? Organized, like it's go from this activity to this activity kind of organized. So it will be fine. We did the same field trip last year. It's through Project Wet. So it is, I just noticed I don't have my earrings in. It is organized through our school district, through Project Wet, and I believe that is done through, last year it was through a college, I can't remember which one, but like college interns or something. Anyway, it's very well organized. So it won't be like they're running amok all over the place, at least in theory. That is what we're going with. So yesterday after school, I stopped at Goodwill. I've been watching these fun videos. Okay, fun for me. Maybe I'm the only one. Clearly I'm not. Or we, why do you, it spilled a little bit and I don't like that. If you like, I call it treasure hunting, but like flea markets and Goodwills and estate sales and all the things like that. I just love like the little glimpses into history and just being able to like find things from the past. I don't know, that just is fun for me. I realized that I did not get my protein powder out, so hold please. Okay, I'm back. I also poured my coffee, haven't done that yet. But anyway, I went to Goodwill, and these shows that I've been watching, there are people that are thrifting different things, and some are for their own personal collections, but some is for selling. And I've always kind of toyed around with that, like, ooh, buying things and then selling them. I get the fun in the buying and the finding, but I don't keep it so it doesn't clutter up my place. I'm like, this is a win-win. So I found couple of really pretty things. I did limit myself. I'm like, self, don't go nuts. You're already crazy. Don't do it. So I didn't. I only bought a couple of small-ish things. Hold please. I think part of the fun for me too is like researching them and finding out like, ooh, is this something cool? I am not spending a lot of money doing this because I don't know what I'm doing. So for example, I just have these 2 laying here. For 99 cents, I found this little, it's, how do we say that? Delft, yes, D-E-L-F-T. Holland, and it does have a little signature thing on it, but I paid 99 cents for this. It does have a crack. right there. But I could resell this, and some of them are worth a lot, not this. I mean, like, you know, this might be worth $10, but still, that's kind of fun for me. I like that idea. But more importantly, I like it, so I could keep it, you know, and just put like a little tiny flower in it. I thought it was really cute. And then I found this. It is a creamer. I was thinking it was for gravy. This is how little I know. However, I can use it however I want. I could drink tea out of it. Nobody cares. But anyway, it is an older piece from Bavarian, Germany, and it's numbered. And I paid $3 for it, and I like it. So if, you know, anyway, I got a couple little things like that. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to start doing that. I'm going to start reselling like some pieces and just, I don't know. It sounds fun for me. I have to find something to do into retirement. Not that I'm leaving anytime completely soon, but I could retire technically after next year. I don't know that I'll be ready to do that though, because insurance is a big game changer. We'll see. But anyway, back to school, back to books. I did do a book. My February book wrap up is on the previous vlog if you wanted to see that. I just threw it in with my regular video. Right now I'm listening to Matt Haig's The Life Impossible. I have the book, but the font is so tiny, and I didn't pay attention when I grabbed the book because it's him and I'm gonna buy anything he writes and read it. But I'm glad I got it at the library. I just waited in line for a real long time, and eventually it came my turn. So I'm listening to that one. And then, yeah, I've got to go. It's 6:36. Oh no. But anyway, that's what I'm listening to right now. And then I'm reading The Knowledge Gap. I'll put it here. That one I'm reading on my Kindle. It's interesting. I am trying really hard to read it with a very open mind. As someone who's been in the classroom her whole career, it's hard to hear some things that may be a truth. I don't know yet. I'm not completely through the book, but I value learning over anything, really, honestly, as far as reading goes. So I'm going to give it a try. Interesting, and it kind of chronicles education through the, you know, late 80s, 90s, and that's when I started my career. So interesting stuff. Anyway, I'm going to get going. Wish me lots of luck on this field trip. We'll be fine. Let us not get rained out. Let it not be crazy hot. Let it not be a tornado. No hurricanes are possible, but you know, anything's really possible when you're on a field trip. So anyway, I hope it's not a Miss Frizzle style field trip, and I will talk to you after school. We're back. My head hurts really, 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 really bad. I'm getting I was getting a message. We went on our field trip, which was great. It was so windy, and I have such a bad headache. It's actually better now than it was, and I think part of that is just knowing that the day is done, because it was a lot. I put my hair up in this lovely clip when we got home back to school, you know what I mean? And it's, you know, day over, so yay. It was a lot. The wind was insane. We had kids getting rocks and sand and especially dried grass in their eyes, and it was a lot. But anyway, we made it. I am going now. I think I'm gonna go eat somewhere with my hubby. I just don't want to think real hard, and then I want to go home and go to bed. So we had you know, most of the kids did well. Some of them did not, and I did tell them that because not everyone was able to make safe choices, I'm not going on any more field trips this year. We don't have any plans. I said, to be fair though, guys, we don't have any planned. The buses are really stretched thin, as far as we have buses that have to make double runs because we don't have enough drivers. So it's not just
the situation with kids, but also that we don't have, you know, a lot of buses to take us anywhere. But that being said, oh, someone's left computers out. You know what? They can just, I guess, not have them. Guess that's life. Anyway, very stressful taking kids who you're not sure, you know, what they're gonna do out of the classroom. So done with that for the year, which that's good. But the actual field trip itself was not bad. It was, we had kids that were not respectful to the adults that were trying to teach them things, but those who were respectful and listened, they learned a lot about the water cycle, the watershed, conservation of water, and what else? Groundwater, and what kind of what it looks like as far as like how it travels into the ground, and how do we get out polluted water and things like that. So that part was really good, and most of the kids did, like I said, a great job. So for that, I'm thankful, and I'm gonna get going. So I will see you all in the morning, and it will be Friday.
Good morning, happy Friday. It is pouring rain, which is absolutely amazing for us here. We do not get a lot of rain here in Arizona, so any rain is very welcome. It does make my head hurt. It's just the change in the air pressure, I think, but it's not worse than yesterday, so yay. Yesterday, our field trip was a doozy. If you watched the beginning of this video, you will have seen the wind anyway, or heard me talk about the wind anyway. It was crazy. It was absolutely nutty how windy it was, but we made it. We got through it. All in all, it was okay. And check that box for the year. Anyway, I'm getting ready to leave. It's very late. It is 6:35, and my windshield wipers are not working great. We get about 2 uses out of them here, because then they dry out, and so they're not old. They're just, you know, they've seen the sun and not a lot of rain. So hopefully it won't be like a torrential downpour on my way to work. But today, school-wise, we're gonna keep working on our writing. We started on Wednesday. Yes, started on Wednesday. Yesterday we did not because field trip. Today we'll have our test, and then probably we won't do groups. We'll just work right through them on our writing. We're doing an opinion piece that I got from the 3rd grade AASA writing sample practice test, writing practice sample test, you know, all the words. And so we're writing about which would be better for a school community project, buying pet food for the local pet, or not buying, collecting, raising donations for pet food. Hold please. For the local shelter, or building a native plant garden on our school campus somewhere that there's room for birds, butterflies, and bees, and also to learn. So those are the 2 options. And we took a class vote because I told them I would do the majority. That's the one that I will guide them through writing step by step. So that's what we're doing today. We'll get our paper written, multi-paragraph. We talked about all those things. I showed them examples on the state website. They have examples of a student who had written a piece that they graded 3 different number grades, 1 to 4, based on conventions, organization, and just like thoroughness of the answer, I think. So I looked at 111 all the way up to 442, I think was the best example they had, which is kind of telling now that you think about it. How did no one achieve a 444? Anyway, those are pretty helpful because we read through them, and the kids, we just kind of talk about what are some attributes of the 111 paper versus the 442 paper, if that makes sense. Today is our last theme day for Read Across America. I have not gotten up the map that I wanted to do. It was just we didn't have any time. So that's okay. We'll still do it maybe next week. Doesn't matter. We read all the time, right? Who cares? But anyway, today is my Many Patterned Days, I think is the name of the book. So we decided to go with this, and then I'm wearing my checkered pants. I need to go back to bed. It is now 6:39, so I've got to go. But, oh, and then also the unmatching earrings that I don't care if they don't match. They're cool. Anyway, I'm going to go. I will catch up with you after school. Wish us all luck in the storm, which is just a little bit of rain. But here in Arizona, we're special. We'll see you after school.
Hello, end of day Friday. We made it. It was pouring rain today for a lot of the day, and I was just out at parent pickup, and it was so cold. Did I think to bring my jacket out? No. I live in Arizona. Why would I want to do that? So I stood out there, and I usually jog at parent pickup to get extra steps. Today I was jogging just to stay alive, just to stay warm. Anyway, that was a bit extra because, you know, that's how we do it. Anyway, oh wow, that's gonna really not work out for me, but they gave us new emergency stuff, and mine's dangling off the wall. I'll just fix it one day. Not today though. Today's not that day. I'm gonna set you down here, and we're gonna do our things together here. So today we worked so hard, and oh my gosh, the kids did an amazing job. We worked on writing, opinion writing. We used the sample writing test from 3rd grade because that one is the opinion writing. And then either next week, we still have to finish it up. We are all but done with our rough draft. We still have the conclusion, but we did our intro. We did 3 strong reasons why, and that will amount to, by the time we have a conclusion, 3 paragraphs. Now, we're not at the point, hold on, I have to think real hard, 8, 9, 10th. We're not at the point in our writing career yet with the group that I have where we can develop each of the reasons into its own paragraph. We're just not there. So the next best thing is, I wish I had chalk. The next best thing is that we can take what we do have for reasons and at least make a solid paragraph out of them. So that's what we're gonna do. And I am going to have to now dig out some chalk. I'm gonna set you down yet again and write the date up for the weekend and next week. I find myself so overwhelmed some days. I can't think of the easiest words. Does that happen to everybody, or is that just me, or is that just teachers, or is that all the people, or is it just 55-year-olds? Yes, you're seeing steam. It's okay. I'm not on fire. It's coming. Well, I might be, but it's coming from my oil diffuser. It's coming from that. There we go. I didn't want you to think I was on fire. Of course, I'm on fire every day, baby. Okay, that was a little much. Here we go. I am going to write our dates up. So tomorrow is, whoops. That's why I have lots of pieces of chalk. This chalkboard has been around a minute. Tomorrow is 8. Sunday is 9, Monday is 10, and then we're down to 5 days before spring break. Oops, you got caught in the letter E. I'm so excited. I don't think I'm doing anything for spring break, which is good. I need a break, a real one, just where I can do crafting, read books, go to bed, wake up and do that without any plans. That just sounds really heavenly for 5 days. Wow. And then one of the days I might ask if I can have my grandbaby and spoil him rotten for a day. Anyway, we'll see. So that would give me 4 solid days of being able to, and clean. I know. But honestly, if you saw my house right now, you'd be afraid. You'd be afraid to go there. This table is not moving well because the wheels are locked. So I will unlock. Did I unlock it or lock it? I think that's unlocked. Anyway, today we just did our normal tests, and why is this so hard? And we are starting our new, aren't starting our new unit, we have started our new unit. So we're 1 story into that in one class, and the other class has to catch up. But with all the things going on, field tripping and testing took away 2 days, 2 solid days this week, and more for some kids because they had to do makeup tests. And the effect on us is that we can't do anything in class if you have 3 or 4 kids that are out. You don't want to introduce or work on something really time consuming and taxing because they're going to miss it. So it's just not ideal. The whole testing, you get it. Anyway, it's all good. Next week, we're going to have a Scholastic Book Fair, which is exciting. We're going to have Field Day on Monday in the afternoon. I'm really hoping it's nice and cool, but we'll see. I mean, it was freezing today, so if it's a day like today, we'll be miserable for all kinds of other reasons, but I would rather be too cold than too hot because you can always add layers, whereas when you start removing the layers, that's when things get a little weird. So anyway, I'm going to get going home. I am going to work possibly when I get home tonight on some school stuff just to kind of get it done and have more of my weekend open. I get to see little Guy tomorrow. I'm so excited. We get to babysit him and can't wait. I cannot wait for the baby. I love the baby so much. Anyway, hope you have a great week, had a great week, have a great weekend, and I hope to see you back here next week. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to help me grow my channel. I hope you have a great weekend. I think I've already said that, and I will see you next week. Goodbye.